Today's July 3rd, and we're going to be working on pruning tomatoes and putting them up on the wires like this row is done here. You can see these are the leaves that we pulled off of the plants yesterday, and our goal here is to keep them off the ground, keep them from touching the soil, help prevent diseases, and help keep the fruit clean. And then this is the row we're going to start on this morning, and you can see that there's a lot of leaves touching the ground, and we need to get those up off the ground. You can see there's lots of tomatoes coming on here. All these plants here are going to have a lot of tomatoes on them, flowering nicely. Lots of tomatoes down in there, if you can see those. This row here we're going to work on is called a red Siberian tomato, and the one that we did over here yesterday is a Monroe tomato. We'll get this row done here. See how they're kind of growing into the walkway. We're going to get all that done, and then we're going to do these rows over here, and some of them are already done once, but they grow new leaves and grow a little taller and exceed the reach of our strings. And then we'll come over here. We've got 4 rows of Monroe on this side, 4 rows of Monroes on this side, and then on this row here is a Jet Stars. Go down this way, and then we've got some that it's called a Long Keeper, and another one I can't quite remember offhand. I'd have to go back to my notes that are on this side. And we'll get all these done today, and hopefully if we can get those done, we're going to come over here to this side and try and get working on these tomatoes over here. Some of this area was a little wet. The tiller got stuck in the mud down there. These rows with the cages, these are health kick tomatoes. And we come up here, these are boxcar willies, and we've got pineapple tomatoes, and then at the very last row up here is a Queen of Hearts tomato. Most of these are flowering now. I don't know if you can really see that in the video. They're flowering. I've seen some of them starting to set on tomatoes, and we just got to get them tied up. And you can see how this one's kind of been over laying on the ground, so we'll get that fixed and pulled up. And we are also going to hopefully try and get over to my friend's farm to get more of these fence posts that we have here, because we need those over on these rows of tomatoes. Then we can get these weeded out, pruned up, and tied up, and keep them off the ground as well. You can still see it's pretty wet, saturated through here. So now that the sun's out, we can let it dry out. And then over yonder ways, we've got 4 more rows of tomatoes there, and another row up in that area. And then we've got our potatoes over here, cilantros and onions, and peppers are on the other side of the field, and pumpkins are on the other side of the field, and watermelons are down by where the tiller's at. Corn up here is starting to look fairly okay. It's been extremely wet, and I believe they're yellowing from too much water. It was all planted late, but I think we'll be all right. Some more corn here. And then up in this area, we put in white corn and 4 different kinds of sweet corn. It's all starting to pop through the soil. I'll show you that on another video. And that's what we're going to be working on today. So thank you very much for visiting the Monroe Gardens, and have a wonderful day.